Welcome to the finale of the Hoosier series for 2023 fall. Team Foley is the home team today versus Team Reisdorf. We join in the middle of the top of the first inning. Situation right now is a runner on second with one out. And the count is 2-2 to Morgan Colopy, who just fouled a pitch off. Connor Foley, the team captain, is the pitcher for Team Foley. Colopy checks his swing on a ball way up and in, and he is not ruled as having swung. That is now a full count. So again, we've got a runner on second with one out, full count to Morgan Colopy. Colopy swings and misses on some high heat, and that's two down. And that will bring up Austin Bodie, who clinched the series for Team Reisdorf in yesterday's game with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth inning. Foley fires and swing and miss outside corner. 96 miles per hour. Foley is bringing the heat today. Checks the runner at second, fires home. This is another 96 mile per hour pitch, but it is low, ball one. Count is 1-1. There are two outs. Runner on second for Team Reisdorf in the top of the first inning. This is a breaking pitch, 85 miles per hour low. Count is now 2-1. Foley checks his sign, takes some time getting the sign, checks the runner at second, fires home, off speed up and in, ball three. 3-1 count now. Fastball, outside corner, fouled back, 3-2. Reisdorf hitters are making Foley work in this inning. Fouled straight back. We've had, as has been typical throughout the fall for many Indiana University pitchers, they have been having to throw a lot of pitches, lots of two strike fouls in particular. Tyler Cerny is the runner on second. He was hit by a pitch. Bodie takes ball four low. And now there's runners at first and second with two outs. That brings in Jason Oliver. Jason Oliver's up to the plate. Freshman from Almont, Michigan. Right-hander facing the right-handed Foley. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. Foley checks Cerny, fires home, up and in. Ball one. Ball one ball, one strike, two outs, runners on first and second, top of the first inning. Foley fires, 86 off speed. Oliver was out in front, swings and misses, strike two. So the count is now 1-2. Runners on first and second, two outs. Strike three called, 96 mile per hour, lower outside corner. And that will conclude the top of the first inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the first. All right, we are back for the bottom of the first inning. Braden Reisdorf, team captain for Team Reisdorf, is on the mound, and he's pitching to Carter Matheson. Fastball strike outside corner, 0-1. Fly ball, infield. That is, Oliver catches that at third base. Out number 1. Reisdorf starts with an off-speed pitch to Devin Taylor, strike 1. Count is 0-1. He's working quickly. Off speed, well outside, ball 1, 1-1 count, 1 out. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop throws to first base. That makes an out. And that was Cerny. Cerny throws out Taylor. 2 down. Reisdorf is working quickly. Team Reisdorf has already clinched this series, but for the purposes of getting the reps in, the teams are at it again today. Reisdorf leads the series 2.5 games to a half a game. Batter is Brock Tibbetts. Swing and miss, strike 2. Ball 1. 1-2 count. Fastball outside. Evens the count at 2-2. Defense is playing Brock Tibbetts straight up all across the field. Tibbetts swings, pop fly into shallow right field. Catch is made in foul ground, and that will end the inning. And we'll be back for the top of the second inning. It is 0-0 after 1. All right, and welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field on this crisp, cloudy day here in Bloomington, Indiana. We are in the top of the second inning of the final game of the Hoosier series. Team captain Connor Foley is on the bump for Team Foley. Pop fly On the first swing, foul ground, and that is caught for out number 1. That was Samuel Morrison who popped out for the first out. And the Team Rivesdorf is right back to the top of the order with Nick Mitchell. Strike on the outside corner. That was an off-speed pitch. 0-1 is the count. Foley fires. That one misses low, another off-speed pitch. 1-1 count. Mitchell swings, high fly ball, but easy for Devin Taylor in left field. That is an out. So very quick work in this half of the inning so far, which was important given that Foley threw a lot of pitches in the top of the first. So we now have 2 outs in the top of the second. Tyler Cerny is up to bat. Cerny takes a fastball high. Fly ball high into left field. Taylor is tracking it, and he catches it Willie Mays style, and that will end the inning. All right, and we are back at Bart Kaufman Field. Josh Pine is stepping up to the plate for Team Foley in a 0-0 game in the bottom of the second inning. Reisdorf fires. First pitch swing for Josh Pine. Takes it to the other way to deep in right field, but it is caught on the warning track for out number 1. Both of Indiana's captains and starting pitchers have been generating a lot of fly ball outs in this game so far. All right, that will bring up Andrew Wiggins, who's batting from the left side. First pitch swinging, ground ball to the second baseman, out number 2. And that is Sam Morrison is the second baseman for Team Reisdorf. One 0 pitch is a strike. To Hayden Carlson. Carlson swings and misses on a pitch well outside. He was clearly fooled on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs already in the bottom of the second inning. No score so far. Fastball well outside. Carlson wisely lets that one go. It evens the count at 2-2. Reisdorf is looking in. He fires. Off speed, misses probably a little low, and that brings the count to 3-2 on Hayden Carlson. Carlson swings. That's a shot to the right center gap. That's going to get to the wall. Carlson will easily stand up with a double, provide a runner on scoring position for the home team, Foley. Reisdorf will now have a little traffic to contend with here. Team Foley now brings Brandon Burkle to the plate. Burkle rips one, this time to the left center gap. That's going to easily score Carlson. That ball gets to the wall, and Burkle is now going to try to stretch that into a triple. He slides in, not in. Oh, he's in time. He is safe. He is in with a triple. Umpire had a different angle on that than I did, but that will be ruled a triple. And that will bring Team Foley a 1-run lead. So that's 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning. They're still threatening. Runner on third. Top of the order, Carter Matheson is up to the plate. RBI opportunity for Matheson. Strike outside corner with a fastball at 93 miles per hour. Reisdorf sets. Pop fly straight up. It falls between the catcher and pitcher, and a run scores. Or no, that is being ruled a foul ball. Okay, that is being ruled a foul ball. So Burkle returns to third, and that is strike 2. Matheson will step back into the plate again. Ball low and outside. Count is 1-2. So let's clear this up again. It's a 1-0 Foley lead right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third in the bottom of the second inning. Matheson turns on that one. He hit that hard but foul. So we will do 1-2 again. Reisdorf fires. Matheson keeps fouling him off. This has been the pattern of the fall. Lots of 2-strike foul situations. Matheson check swing, pitches high and outside. He did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brandon Burkle is on third. So this is a good RBI opportunity for Carter Matheson and Team Foley. Braden Reisdorf from the stretch fires. Foul. That was going up the first baseline, softly hit and rolled foul. So we will do 1 and 2 yet again. And now Team Foley is doing to Braden Reisdorf what Team Reisdorf had done to Connor Foley, making him throw a lot of pitches. Another foul up the first baseline. We will do it again. Carter Matheson is battling here. He's not going to go away easily. Devin Taylor is on deck. Fastball outside corner, swing and miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. We will be back for the top of the third. All right, we're back for the top of the third inning. Morgan Colopy steps in. Connor Foley is still a pitcher for Team Foley. Strike outside corner, 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Nice off-speed pitch by Foley. Swing and miss. Colopy is behind 0-2. Team Foley pitching. Connor Foley is pitching as his team captain with a 1-0 lead in this contest. That off-speed misses outside and low. Ball 1. 1-2 is the count to Connor Foley. Foley pitches. Colopy hits that hard foul on the ground, and we will do the 1-2 count again. Fastball high and outside. Colopy swings and misses. That is out number 1. That's going to bring up Austin Bodie. 94-mile-per-hour ball well outside. Ball 1. Off-speed misses low. Ball 2. 2-0 count. Connor Foley pitching to Austin Bodie with 1 out. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Bodie swings and misses. 2-1 is the count. That pitch misses low and in. 3-1 is now the count. Team Foley does have action in the bullpen. Bodie slams that ball into the gap in left center field. That hits the wall, and he will be standing up with a double. Austin Bodie has a 1-out double after he's just had a huge series here. And that will bring up Jason Oliver with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Foley fires, check swing foul. 0-1 is the count. Foley wants a new ball. He gets a new ball. With the runner on, Foley is working from the stretch. Looks home. Checks Bodie at second, but no one's really holding him. Fires. That pitch is hit foul. That's an 0-2 count now. So Foley continues to work the strike zone. Checks the runner at second. Fires home. Strike 3 called. Ball is dropped. Throw to first base. Almost thrown into right field, but that is caught. And that will be out number 2. Bodie remained at second base. AJ Shepard is playing all-time first base. And he managed to leap and grab that one. Tibbetts threw that a little high. Speaking of high, Foley's first pitch to Sam Murrison is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on second for Austin Bodie, who hit a double to the gap earlier in this inning. Strike 1 calls on an off-speed pitch, low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sam Murrison. Foley is doing a very good job of mixing his pitches up. Foul off of his foot. 1-2 is now the count. Foley is now 1 pitch away from getting out of the damage, out of the trouble he got into with the Bodie double. Check swing foul. So we've seen that a couple times where they've just not gotten their bats around quick enough and just managed to get a piece of it. That mixing up those pitches, they're having to adjust, and not quite every swing is on fastball timing. That pitch is an off speed, misses low, brings the count to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Austin Bodie is the runner on second base. Team Reisdorf is at the plate, down 1-0 in this contest in the top of the 3rd inning. Swing foul. We will do the 2-2 count again. Foley checks the runner, fires, called strike 3, hits the outside corner with an off-speed pitch, and that will end the top of the 3rd inning. Team Foley leads 1-0. All right, welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field. It is the bottom of the third inning. Devin Taylor steps up to the plate for Team Reisdorf, who is down 1-0 to Team Foley. He's batting for Team Foley, who's up 1-0 on Team Reisdorf. Pitcher is Braden Reisdorf. Sorry, it's been a long day, folks. Reisdorf fires and misses, I think, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Devin Taylor. Devin Taylor trying to help his team extend the lead that they have in this game. That one misses low and inside. Devin Taylor is ahead 3-0. Reisdorf coming from the windup, he fires. That ball misses low. Devin Taylor gets on with a 4-pitch walk. So Team Foley has an opportunity to extend their lead by getting the leadoff runner on. That'll bring Brock Tibbetts to the plate. Nobody out. Tibbetts takes strike 1. 0-1 is the count. So Reisdorf is now back in the strike zone after throwing 4 straight balls to Devin Taylor. Reisdorf fires. Tibbetts fouls that one to the right side. 0-2 is the count now. So Reisdorf has definitely gotten back in the strike zone after the 4-pitch walk to Taylor. Reisdorf not really even checking Taylor. Off speed, completely fooled Brock Tibbetts there. That is strike 3. Swinging. 1 out. That brings up Josh Pine. Reisdorf is set and fires. Pine swing and miss. 0-1 is the count. Reisdorf is getting a new ball. And one cloud seemed to have moved, and suddenly there is sunshine all over Bart Kaufman Field. Not sure how long that's going to last. No shadows really covering the field itself. Reisdorf fires home. Off speed hits the outside corner. Pine takes that for strike 2. Count is 0-2. Devin Taylor is on first. He got there with a walk. Team Foley's got a 1-run lead, and they are trying to add to it in this inning. Pine slaps that into the right field, and that will be it. That will be a double. Nice piece of hitting there by Josh Pine. He stands up with a double, and Team Foley now has runners on second and third with 1 out. Andrew Wiggins is coming up to the plate. Andrew Wiggins was recently named the number 8 overall incoming freshman by, I forgot which media outlet that was. I'm not sure which media outlet that was. That might have been Baseball America. I think it was Baseball America. So Andrew Wiggins, obviously a very highly touted prospect in a very highly touted Indiana baseball class. As they like to say, they are building the monster here in Bloomington. Wiggins steps in. Foley fires. That hits the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 is the count to Wiggins. Braden Reisdorf really isn't checking the runners. He's just focusing on the batter. Fires a fastball in, strike 2. Cloud cover has returned. 0-2, 1 out, runners on second and third. Big RBI opportunity for the freshman, Andrew Wiggins. Foul, hard hit, that bounces over the clubhouse on the left side. So it's still 0-2. We will do that again. Reisdorf set and fires. That fastball is well outside. Wiggins takes. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2 runners in scoring position for the freshman Andrew Wiggins. And here comes the sun again. Nice and bright here at Bart Kaufman Field, at least for the moment. Fires. That ball is straight to the shortstop. Throws to third. The run scores. Pine is out at second base. So Pine is out, but Wiggins does reach. So the run scores. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Andrew Wiggins. Pine gets caught between third and second and makes the out. That will bring up Hayden Carlson with 2 outs and Andrew Wiggins on first base. Team Foley, the home team, leads by a score of 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Check swing, Carlson let that go. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Braden Reisdorf, still the pitcher for Team Reisdorf. He fires. Breaking ball in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Hayden Carlson at the plate. Braden Reisdorf has pretty much not been paying attention to the runners in this one. Fires. Outside corner. Called for strike 2. That was fastball, 92 miles per hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 outs. Carlson check swing, doesn't matter. That is called strike 3, and that will end the 3rd inning, but not after Team Foley with a RBI fielder's choice is taken a 2-0 lead in this contest. We will be back for the top of the 4th in a couple minutes. All right, we are back here at Bart Kaufman Field for the top of the 4th inning. Team Foley has a new pitcher on the mound. Right-hander transfer from Bellarmine. Drew Burr is on the bump for Team Foley. He is protecting a 2-0 lead that Team Foley has as they try to get truly into the win column. They did split with a tie the opening game of this series, but they have not actually turned out a win in this series, and they're hoping to do that here in the finale. For Team Reisdorf, they will be leading off with the top of their order in outfielder Nick Mitchell, who hits from the left side. So we have a right versus left matchup. Drew Burr is throwing his first pitch, and that is in there, a 91-mile-per-hour fastball for a strike. So 0-1 count to Nick Mitchell. Drew Burr is on the mound. From the windup, he pitches. Off speed, a little off speed. Maybe that was a cutter. Yeah, I think that was a cutter. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Nick Mitchell. Burr fires. Mitchell, that's on the outside corner. Mitchell hits that straight back, and we will do the 0-2 count again. These Indiana batters are not being put away easily. He rips that one to right field. Wiggins gets under it for out number 1. Nice play there in right by Andrew Wiggins. And that will bring Tyler Cerny to the plate with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Team Foley has been pitching it rather well. 3 scoreless innings by Connor Foley. And now Drew Burr. This ball is ripped into center field. That is an easy play, though, for not sure who's playing center. That might be Matheson. And that will be out number 2. Morgan Colopy, first pitch swinging deep to right field, going back. That one is gone. Morgan Colopy gets Team Reisdorf on the board with a solo shot here in the top of the 4th. Morgan Colopy, Apo Taco. All right, so the one thing you don't want to be doing right now after you give up a home run is face Bodie. Bodie hits this first pitch swinging on the ground up the middle for a single. So after a couple of quick outs, Burr runs into some trouble with a solo home run and a single. And that will bring up Jason Oliver. Team Reisdorf now trying to climb back in this. They have now cut the lead to 1. Currently, the lead is 2-1 Foley over Reisdorf here in the top of the 4th inning. Strike 1 called. Look like a fastball on the outer half of the plate. Righty versus righty matchup here. Burr fires. Oliver holds back, but that is called strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base for Team Reisdorf. Burr pitches. Strike 3, cutter outside, gets the swing and miss, and that will end the inning, but not after Team Reisdorf scores on a Morgan Colopy solo home run. Score is 2-1 Foley over Reisdorf. And we are going to be back for the bottom of the 4th soon. All right, welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field. Both teams are going with new pitchers for the fourth inning. Team Foley now hands this one over. Sorry, Team Reisdorf now hands this over to Julian Tonghini. Team Reisdorf is down 2-1 as they pitch here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Team Foley is trying to extend their lead and answer after giving up a run in the top of the fourth inning. Brandon Burkle will be the first batter that Julian Tonghini faces. Julian Tonghini is a very tall right-handed pitcher from Boston College, transfer from Boston College. He's got a four-seam fastball and a slider. Starts with a fastball. And that is taken for strike one. There's the slider, and that is also in for a strike. So Burkle looks at both of Tonghini's pitches, and he is now down 0-2. Burkle looks at a third pitch, this time a slider that is outside. He does not chase at that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tonghini pitches. He is working from the stretch with no runners on. Burkle fouls that one back. We will do 1 and 2 again. So Burkle is adding to what a lot of the other hitters have done, which is to hit 2 strike fouls. He is late on that one, though. That is not going to be contact, and that is strike 3. Tonghini starts his outing with a strikeout. And that brings us back to the top of the order in Carter Matheson. So this is a righty on lefty matchup with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. That ball misses low and outside with a fastball. 1-0 is the count to Carter Matheson. I almost announced that it got bright again, but it got dark before I had a chance to say it. Nice grab there by Skylar. 2 balls, no strikes. That fastball's in for a strike. Count is now 2-1. The sun is out again, so this cloud cover keeps keeping things interesting for the fielders as they're kind of looking into the sun at the moment. Matheson was out ahead of that pitch, and he swings and misses for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fly ball, center field. That ball is caught for out number 2. It didn't quite make it to the warning track. That was 94 miles per hour off the bat, so definitely not hard enough for that part of the field. That brings up Devin Taylor with 2 outs. So Tonghini matches what Burr did by getting the first 2 outs, but he would like to finish his inning without giving up a run. That pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Taylor took a 4-pitch walk in his last at bat. Tonghini fires. That's a fastball in the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Hit that pitch, off-speed slider that misses outside 2 balls, no strikes. So Taylor, sorry, 2 balls and 1 strike. So Taylor has mostly seen balls since he has been at the plate. That pitch hits the top of the zone, 2-2. Taylor lets that one go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Devin Taylor for Team Foley. Swings, that's going back foul. We will do 2-2 again. Cloud cover came back and then went away, and it's starting to come back now. It's kind of an in-between. Tonghini fires. Up the line, hit hard. Shepard is able to field it, but it is ruled foul. So we will do 2-2 yet again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Devin Taylor. Julian Tonghini is pitching from the stretch. Defense is shading Taylor to pull in the infield. He hits it right at the shortstop. Cerny can't grab that in, and Taylor is a single. He thought about going 2, but he's going to hold at first base with a single. That was well hit. Cerny just was not able to get his glove on that. I would probably rule that a hit myself, but so I'm going to call that a hit for right now. That brings Brock Tibbetts up with a runner on first. Tonghini fires, ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes, and 2 outs to Brock Tibbetts. Righty on righty matchup. As has been typical, right-handed hitters are mostly being played straight up by the infield. That slider hits the zone for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tonghini fires. That pitch misses outside. 2-1 is the count. Taylor's not taking a very extensive lead, and Tonghini is not paying much attention to Taylor. He fires. This ball is hit well foul, and we will do 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first for the home team, the Foley team, who are up 2-1 in this contest here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tonghini checks the runner this time and fires. Tibbetts chopper into the middle infield, and that gets into right field, and Taylor will get all the way over to third. So now Tonghini is in a jam with runners on the corners with 2 outs. And that will bring up Josh Pine. So that I set up the middle. What I really meant was that went in between Shepard at first and the second baseman for Reisdorf, who I'm not exactly sure who's playing second. Oh, it's Murrison. Yeah, so like it went in between Shepard and Murrison. Strike 1 to Pine. It was right in between them. Shepard couldn't really get a read on that, and Murrison didn't get over in time. So that's another single, and we've got runners on the corners. That ball gets away, and that will score a run. Taylor is into home, and Tibbetts will get to second base. So wild pitch. And this is a tie game now. That ties. Wait, no, that doesn't tie the game. That extends the lead to 3-1. Pine pops it up foul. Okay, so we have 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second now, with Foley up 3-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. That ball misses. 2-2 is now the count. So we've evened up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We've got a runner on second, which is Brock Tibbetts. Josh Pine is the batter at the plate for Team Foley, which has a 3-1 lead and would like to add another one on here. Pine reaches and manages to get a bat on that one and fouls it off, and this at-bat will continue. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brock Tibbetts taking a leisurely lead at second base. No one is holding him. Julian Tonhini is the pitcher, trying to limit the damage here after giving up a run. Pine fouls that one pulled. It's a pull foul, and we will do the 2-2 count yet again. All right, while they go to get the ball in, which actually rolled all the way into left field, the umpire has a couple words with Tonhini. Okay. I have completely messed that up. I guess I read that number wrong. That is actually Jack Moffitt who is pitching. My apologies. Jack Moffitt is pitching. And at least I got it right at that time, because he gets Pine to freeze for strike 3. So Jack Moffitt manages to give up 1 run. It was a couple of tough plays. We're going to call them singles, but you probably would have hoped that one of those would have been made in a normal situation, but especially given that you've got A.J. Shepard playing all-time first, I wouldn't be too concerned about that particular run, and wild pitch is what scores the run. So Jack Moffitt does give up 1 run. Each team gives up a run in the 4th inning, and the score is now 3-1. Team Foley over Team Reisdorf, and we'll be back for the top of the 5th soon. All right, we are back with Talking Hoosier Baseball in the top of the 5th inning of the final game of the intra-squad Hoosier series. Drew Burr is back on the mound. Sam Murrison, chopper up the middle, is fielded by Brandon Burkle for the out. That was a really, really great play there at second base by Brandon Burkle. We've been seeing him really flash the leather this fall. So very impressive defensive play. And we are at out number 1, and that brings up the top of the order for Team Reisdorf in Nick Mitchell. Josh Pine is playing even with the bag with Mitchell. Must be concerned about a potential butt single assist attempt here. Burr is working quickly. 1-0 pitch. Mitchell clobbers that one. Wiggins is tracking. It's off the wall, though. And Mitchell is in with a stand-up double. Nice piece of hitting there by Nick Mitchell. He's been hitting the ball very well this fall, and he gets on board with a double with his team down by 2 runs in this contest. And that will bring up shortstop Tyler Cerny. So my apologies to Julian Tonghini, who I have now twice misidentified. The first time was due to a fact that another player was wearing his number. Today, I guess it's just because I worked 11 hours before I came here, and my eyesight is clearly not very good if I can't tell the difference between a 16 and a 45. But such it goes. Okay, Drew Burr fires. Cerny rips the first pitch in for a single. He hit that so hard, though, that Mitchell was not able to get past third base and was not going to test the arm of Devin Taylor, who threw a rocket home. That was a really nice throw. We have runners on the corners with 1 out. A very wise decision there by Nick Mitchell with only 1 out, especially with Morgan Colopy, who has produced the only run so far for Team Reisdorf in this game with an opposite field home run earlier in this contest, actually in the prior inning. Fastball high, strike 1. Clouds keep playing with the sun here, and now if when the sun does come out, there are shadows crossing home plate. Pickoff attempt. Cerny gets back in. He wasn't taking that big of a lead. Morgan Colopy swings, hits that one foul. 0-2 is now the count. So Burr is dealing with a runner on third and less than 2 outs. He would really like to get a strikeout here. Contact will probably bring Nick Mitchell home. Whoa, up and in. Colopy puts his bat basically to protect himself and fouls that one back. I've seen people do that with a wiffle ball a lot. All right, we will do the 0-2 count again. Burr gets his sign. He checks Cerny at first. Fires home. That one misses low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on the corners for Morgan Colopy, who's at the plate. Drew Burr gets his sign. Checks Cerny at first. Cerny's jumping around, fires home, strike 3. Cerny tries to get to second. Mitchell tries to score and is thrown out at home. The Little League play does not work, and Team Reisdorf fails to score. Strike them out, throw them out, double play. And that will conclude the top of the 5th inning, and we will be back with the bottom of the 5th soon. All right, welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field. We are halfway through this contest. Team Foley leads 3-1. They are the home team, and they are batting here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Team Reisdorf now has pitching Evan Whiteacre. Coming up to the plate is Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins now steps into the batter's box, and we are ready to get going here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Defense is playing Wiggins straight up. First pitch is a fastball up and in. That'll be ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Evan Whiteacre, right-hander pitching to left-hander Andrew Wiggins. Off speed, Wiggins was out in front of that one. Swing and miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strikes, no outs. That fastball paints the outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Curveball. I'm not sure what that was called now. I guess we are 2-2 count now. So that was a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the count is full. That pitch misses high and outside. 3-2 count to Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins fights that one off. Foul. Nice pit. Nice piece of hitting there. Managed to keep the at-bat going. Made decent contact on that. Ball 4. Wiggins walks after getting a foul, takes advantage of that foul, and is now on first base. Hayden Carlson steps up to the plate. Runner on first, nobody out. Whiteacre fires. Carlson fouls that straight back. 0-1. Wiggins has a healthy lead. He dives back, but is safe. Whiteacre has got 0-1 count now on Carlson. Whiteacre from the stretch. Checks the runner, fires. That's in there for strike 2. Cutter on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Hayden Carlson with a runner on first and nobody out. Another pickoff attempt. Wiggins is in there safely. Wiggins is getting a healthy lead over there at first. Whiteacre fires. That ball is ripped into left field. That one is gone. 2-run home run, Hayden Carlson. That will score Wiggins and Carlson, and Team Foley is now extended this lead to 5-1. Wiggins did actually take off on that pitch. I was about to mention that, but then that ball was crushed 99 miles per hour off the bat, landed in front of the scoreboard there in left field. And now Team Foley is in control, trying to get one complete win out of this series. Brandon Burkle, who had a great defensive play in the last half inning, steps up to the plate. He takes a curveball for strike 1. Nice pitch from Evan Whiteacre. Whiteacre trying to respond after giving up a 2-run bomb. That fastball misses high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Whiteacre fools Burkle on that pitch well outside. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Whiteacre fires. Burkle lets that one go low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Whiteacre fires. Burkle check swing. Okay, I must have had the count wrong. That's strike 2. Okay. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Burkle rips that one high into center field. Colopy is tracking it and catches it. So that will be out number 1. So Whiteacre gets his first out after giving up the 2-run homer to Carlson. And that will bring up the top of the order, represented by Carter Matheson here. Nobody on with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Team Foley leads 5-1. Matheson hits that fastball straight back for strike 1. No balls, 1 strikes to Carter Matheson. Whiteacre fires. Matheson swings, fouls that one right straight down, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. So Whiteacre is now pitching ahead. He is pitching from the stretch with nobody on. That ball misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Defense is playing a very slight pull shift. Murrison at second base throws out Matheson, who hit a chopper to second base. That is the 2nd out. This inning is being declared over. So that will end this inning. Team Foley up 5-1. We will be back with the top of the 6th inning soon. Welcome back to a now sunny Bart Kaufman Field, where Team Foley now has a 5-1 lead in the top of the 6th inning. The new pitcher for Team Foley is graduate student Ty Bothwell. First pitch swinging from Bodie, and Burkle throws him out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ty Bothwell here in the top of the 6th inning. That will bring up Jason Oliver. The shadows are starting to creep onto the field now, so there is a little bit of a view obstruction for the hitter now, as far as the ball goes. Oliver fires that one straight back. 89-mile-per-hour fastball from Bothwell is hit straight back for a foul. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bothwell working from the stretch. Fires. Fastball, high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Defense is playing Oliver pretty much straight up. Bothwell fires. Curveball misses high and outside. Oliver check swing is ruled to have swung. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now is our count. Bothwell is ahead here. Fires. That fastball at 93 misses high and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of the key here for Bothwell is his ability to command that higher end fastball. That is 87 miles per hour for ball 3. That was low and inside. So we now have a full count to Jason Oliver. Bothwell fires. Fastball, outside corner, 90 miles per hour. Caught looking is Oliver, and now we have 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Sam Morrison. So Bothwell gets 2 quick outs. Would like to make this a 1-2-3 inning. Fastball to Morrison, swinging, first pitch, strike 1. No balls, 1 strikes. Yes, I know I keep saying 1 strike in plural. It's been a long day. Off speed. And that misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bothwell still working from the stretch. Fires. That is popped up to right field, going foul and out of play. So now Bothwell is just a strike away from a 1-2-3 inning, which, if memory serves, I don't think anyone has done that quite yet this game. Maybe one of the early innings. All right, Bothwell comes set, 1-2. That fastball is well outside and high. Tibbetts does a good job of catching that. Count is now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ty Bothwell versus Sam Morrison. Bothwell fires. Morrison ground ball to shortstop. Carlson fires. That is out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Ty Bothwell. Team Foley maintains their 5-1 lead, and they're coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Talking Hoosier Baseball will return. All right, welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field. Shadows are pretty severe here, crossing the plate. Whiteacre pitches to Taylor, pop foul to the third base side, and that is missed. Oliver was not able to get a read on that one. That ball moved a ton. That looked like that was going out of play at first and ended up at the Big Ten logo next to the third base line. So it definitely had some English on it coming down, and Oliver was unable to make the play. So we have no balls, one strike to Devin Taylor. Off speed fooled Taylor quite a bit there. Nice pitch by Whiteacre. And Whiteacre's now ahead 0-2 in this count to Devin Taylor. Righty on lefty matchup. Another off speed. Taylor manages to just get a piece of that one. And we will do the 0-2 count yet again. Taylor steps in. Whiteacre fires. Taylor rips that one to left field, but that is going to stay in and will be caught. So that will be out number one. That was 94 miles per hour off the bat. Opposite field, but that got pretty high and got hung up there. That brings up Brock Tibbetts with one out. Whiteacre fires off speed. Nice pitch in there for strike one. That was a nasty pitch. I don't think Brock Tibbetts wanted anything to do with that one, especially with no strikes. Fastball, and he's behind. Swing and miss, strike two. Nice pair of opening pitches here from Whiteacre. Tibbetts has got to be ready for anything now. He manages to pull back on that off speed, but pops it up, and Cerny reels that in for out number two. So Whiteacre doing quite well this inning. Gets a fly ball to left field for an out, and then a lazy fly to the shortstop for out number two. That brings up Josh Pine. Whiteacre trying to match Bothwell with a 1-2-3 inning here. Fastball, high ball one. Pine has a laugh with the umpire, steps back in. Whiteacre fires. That's an off-speed pitch that misses high, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Josh Pine. Righty on righty matchup. Pine's being played straight up. Pine rips that into left center field. That is rolling to the gap. Doesn't quite make the wall, but Pine will be standing with a double. So Pine, I think that's his second extra base hit of the day. So Josh Pine is on second base with a double. Removes the shin guard and heads back to second base. This gives Andrew Wiggins another RBI opportunity with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Team Foley trying to extend their 5-1 lead in this final game of the Hoosier series. The series at Team Reisdorf has already won by taking 2.5 of the 4 games in the series. Evan Whiteacre for Team Reisdorf checks the runner and fires. That ball misses outside. 1-0 is the count. Cerny is playing closer to the bag to keep an eye on Pine. Time is called. Pine's back on second base. Whiteacre working from the stretch now. Pine has a decent lead. Cerny backs up. Fastball hits the lower outside part of the plate and is a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andrew Wiggins. Josh Pine has a healthy lead at second. Cerny backs up, pitch is fired. Wiggins fouls that back into the left side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Andrew Wiggins with 2 outs. Whiteacre can put up a 0 here by getting Wiggins. There's only 1 strike away from that. Fires. Wiggins pops that into left field. It's going to be tough play, and that falls foul. Nick Mitchell had a read on that, but just could not catch up to it in time. That hit the ground pretty quickly, and fortunately for Team Reisdorf, that did not go into fair territory. It was very close to the foul line there. So we will do the 1-2 count again. Whiteacre to Wiggins. Whiteacre checks Pine at second. Cerny backs up. He fires. Wiggins hits that one straight back, and we will do the 1-2 count again. The freshman Wiggins is doing just as well as the rest of the team at just not letting these pitchers get that third strike. They're putting the bat to the ball. Whiteacre fires. That pitch, off-speed pitch, is well outside, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We have a runner on second in Josh Pine. Andrew Wiggins would like to extend this lead for his team. Whiteacre's trying to get out of it. Wiggins fouls that straight back, so we will do the 2-2-2 again. Whiteacre checks for his sign, takes a look at Josh Pine at second base. He fires. Wiggins rips that for a single. He hit, it gets past the right fielder and to the wall, and that will score a run. Wiggins is going to stretch that to third. So I think we would call that a single and an error. Not sure whether you call that an RBI or not. Wiggins hit that so hard that normally I would not think that Pine would have scored on that. But Pine was in scoring position. So nice piece of hitting there. Nice, good pull piece of hitting there by Andrew Wiggins. The run does score nonetheless, and Wiggins is on third base. Team Foley is up 6-1. Carlson, who had a home run in his last at bat, steps in. Team Foley is really trying to lay it on now and trying to get that one win on this series. Foley swing and miss. 1-1 count now. Foley swung that one. I'm sorry. Carlson swung that really hard for Team Foley. Whiteacre's pitch fastball is well outside. 2-1 is the count. So we got 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Andrew Wiggins is the runner on third base. Carlson would love to drive in another run here and extend Team Foley's lead even more. Carlson swings at a pitch low and inside. That makes strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 runner on third base. Whiteacre pitches. Carlson lifts that one, heading towards foul territory. Shepard manages to reel that in, and it is an out. Great play there at the fence by A.J. Shepard. A.J. Shepard gets the out, and when you get the third out, you normally get to celebrate and go into the dugout, but he's the all-time first baseman, so he's going to go right back out there. And we will be back for the top of the 7th very soon. welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field for the final game of the intra-squad Hoosier series. In this game, Team Foley, after 6 innings, has a 6-1 lead. For Team Foley, still pitching is graduate student Ty Bothwell. Ty Bothwell pitches to Nick Mitchell, lefty-on-lefty matchup, and he fires an 89-mile-per-hour fastball in there for strike 1 on the left-hand part of the plate, the outside part of the plate. Bothwell fires, pretty much the same position. Mitchell lets that one go. That was a little lower and off speed, 0-2. So Bothwell has thrown 2 different speeds for strikes here to start off with Nick Mitchell. That pitch was going to be well outside, but Mitchell gets his bat on it and fouls it and will stay alive. So no balls, 2 strikes to Nick Mitchell. Good pitch from Bothwell there. That slider tried to get him to chase. He did chase, but he managed to get his bat on it. That pitch was low. Mitchell manages to just get his bat on that one as well. So we will do the 0-2 again. As is typical, these Hoosier hitters are just not easy outs with 2 strikes. I got to think Bothwell will go to his fastball here now. Let's see what he does. Bothwell from the stretch fires. Nope, he went off speed again. And Nick Mitchell holds up this time. And now we have a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. Ty Bothwell versus Nick Mitchell. Bothwell fires, pop fly into shallow right field. Burkle tracks back in shallow right, and he collects the ball for out number 1. So Bothwell now, no traffic and 1 out. And he will be pitching to Tyler Cerny. It's got to be pretty good for Team Foley when the ball is hit over in the general vicinity of second base, as Burkle has been doing quite well with the glove this fall. Bothwell fires. That ball is low. Fastball misses low, ball 1. Shadows are reaching the mound now, but there's actually a gap where there's sun right in front of the plate. So I have no idea what that is doing to the look of the ball from the hitter's perspective. Ball's mostly in shadow when it's on its path. Foul ball, strike 1, 1-1. Cerny, opposite field fly ball. Wiggins is chasing it foul, but it goes out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and 1 out with no traffic for Tyler Cerny. Bothwell from the stretch gets his sign and fires. Cerny manages to get just a small piece of it, and Tibbetts is unable to hold on to it, so that we will do the 1-2 count yet again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ty Bothwell versus Tyler Cerny. Curveball, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Bothwell, and he now has the first 2 outs of the inning. And that will bring up Morgan Colopy. Colopy, who had the only run so far for Team Reisdorf, a solo shot earlier in the game. It was in the 4th inning. Fastball just a tad high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Bothwell has 2 outs. Defense is playing Colopy straight up. Bothwell fires. Swing and miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ty Bothwell versus Morgan Colopy. This is a lefty on righty matchup. Bothwell fires. That one misses outside. Fastball at 91 miles per hour. 2-1 is the count. There is action now in the Foley bullpen. This might be Tanghini, but every time I guess Tanghini, I'm wrong. So I'm not going to say for sure that it's Tanghini. Okay, that was a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Morgan Colopy. Bothwell fires. He hits the outside corner there with that fastball. Nice pitch by Ty Bothwell there. He brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Bothwell would really like to duplicate, get 1, 2, 3 innings in a row, but he'll need to throw a strike here. Curveball, strike 3. Nice job by Ty Bothwell, and he has set down 6 in a row, and that will bring us to the 7th inning stretch here at the BART. We will be back for the rest of this game in a few minutes. All right, after the stretch, we are back here at Bart Kaufman Field. It's the bottom of the 7th inning. Team Reisdorf has a new pitcher, and as I'm sure someone is just trying to confuse me even more, Julian Tanghini, wearing a Foley uniform, is now the pitcher for Team Reisdorf. Now I know they're not doing that to confuse me, but still, I just, I've made mistakes with Julian Tanghini twice so far this fall. So, but no, this is definitely Julian Tanghini, who is pitching to Brandon Burkle today. Skylar seems to have a laugh with everyone at home plate, and now we are ready to get going. Tanghini fires, first pitch swing, Burkle. This one hangs up there, and Colopy reels it in. So that will be out number 1 to center field. That ball was hit pretty hard, but again, 94 miles per hour to center field, especially when you've got the range that Colopy can cover, is just not going to do it. So that will bring up Carter Matheson with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Team Foley is trying to extend a 6-1 lead that they currently hold. That pitch misses low. So earlier, though, when I said that Team Foley had a pitcher warming up, that was actually a Team Reisdorf pitcher that was warming up. So based on this, I'm imagining that we will see yet another inning from Ty Bothwell, who has retired the 6 batters he's faced so far. But here now, Julian Tanghini is facing Carter Matheson. This is a righty on lefty matchup. After that foul ball, it is a 1-1 count. Tanghini fires and hits the outside corner. Nice pitch. 1-2 is the count. Tanghini is ahead and already has an out here in this inning. Julian Tanghini fires. That ball misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. to Carter Matheson. So Tonghini winds up, fires. Matheson hits that straight back. So we will do the 2-2 count again. They're slightly shading Matheson to pull. That off-speed pitch misses well inside, and that fills the count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes from Julian Tonghini to Carter Matheson. Tonghini fires. Matheson fights that off and hits it foul over the home dugout. So that will be 3 balls and 2 strikes yet again. Lots and lots of 2-strike fouls. That has been the script this fall. And there's another one. Nice play in the on-deck circle. Off the ricochet by Devin Taylor there with the left hand. That was impressive. Tonghini fires to Matheson. Strike 3. Nice pitch there. That 83-mile-per-hour off speed. I'm not sure what that was, but that dropped in a hurry, and Carter Matheson could not put a bat on it. Strikeout by Julian Tonghini. And Devin Taylor coming off of that. He got that ricochet off the limestone. That's not easy. So ricochet off the limestone. Oh, that pitch tight inside, ball 1. Taylor check swing, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tonghini fires. Taylor rips that one pulled, and that just falls for an out. I say ripped it. It was actually only 82 miles per hour. It just seemed to be moving quickly, and he did hit that a little bit earlier in on the hands. So that will bring an end to the bottom of the 7th inning. This game's moving pretty quick as we've had quite a few zeros put up on the board, and we will be back. We've got 2 more innings left in this fall season here at Bart Kaufman Field. All right, we are back. It is the top of the 8th inning. Team Foley trying to get 1 win, or I guess in this case, 1.5 wins out of this series. And Ty Bothwell is out for his 3rd inning of work, and he is facing Austin Bodie, lefty on lefty matchup to start this inning. Bothwell fires, off speed, misses outside, ball 1. That was an off speed in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Bodie. That curveball barely breaks and is well inside. 2 balls, 1 strikes. Bodie hits that one high to center field. Matheson is tracking. No, Taylor ends up taking it. That is out number 1. So Bothwell has now retired 7 members of Team Reisdorf as Team Foley maintains a 6-1 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Jason Oliver is now the batter. Right-handed hitter facing the left-handed graduate student pitcher, Ty Bothwell. Bothwell fires. That ball is fouled straight back. Strike 1. Bothwell gets a new ball. And he's back in up at the stretch. Bothwell fires, swing and miss, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Bothwell is ahead of Oliver. Bothwell has been one of the few pitchers that has been successful at getting that third strike. Let's see if he can do it here again. That's well inside. Fastball, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jason Oliver, with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Bothwell fires. Curveball misses. No, that is a called strike 3. Bothwell gets another strikeout, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Bothwell is cruising. Sam Murrison now steps in. All right, they're actually shading Murrison to pull. Carlson is playing pretty much halfway between the 2nd and 3rd bag, and he's coming even closer to Pine now. But Pine, okay, so Murrison actually has a very big hole up the middle in the infield. Burkle is playing at his normal position at second base. It's just Carlson that is shaded quite a bit over. Everyone else is pretty typical. Murrison watches 2 balls and then swings at a really great off-speed pitch by Bothwell. Count is 2-1 now. Bothwell fires, fastball. That's fouled over the visiting bullpen. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. I say visiting, but actually Foley is in that bullpen, in that dugout. So Bothwell fires, strike 3, another strikeout for Ty Bothwell. He is just mowing guys down. Great 9 straight outs there for Ty Bothwell. We will be back in the bottom of the 8th inning. Team Foley has a 6-1 lead. All right, welcome back to Bart Kaufman Field for the final game of the 2023 Fall Hoosier Series. The last chance we get to see the Hoosiers play baseball here at the Bart this fall. Brock Tibbetts is up to the plate to face Julian Tonghini, and he takes ball one low. Julian Tonghini wearing the uniform for Team Foley, but he is pitching for Team Reisdorf, who are down 6-1, even though they have already won the series as a whole. They have 2.5 wins in this series so far. Team Foley only has a half win, which is a tie in the opening matchup of the series. Team Foley is in command of this game so far. And they only need 3 outs with a 5-run lead, and they're actually hoping to add a couple more here. 3-0 pitch to Tibbetts. He takes ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk will start the bottom of the 8th inning. Brock Tibbetts is on first. And that will bring Josh Pine up to the plate. Team Foley would like to provide even more cushion, not seeing any bullpen action. So I think this game is Ty Bothwell's to finish. That ball misses outside. So Tonghini is having a little trouble with the zone right now. 5 straight balls. Tonghini fires. Pine rips that ball into the gap, but it is cut off by Colopy, and Colopy manages to hold him to a single. But Brock Tibbetts was on his horse and managed to get to third base. So Tonghini is now in a first and third jam here with nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that brings up the very dangerous freshman, Andrew Wiggins. Contact, even a double play, will likely score a run here. So Wiggins trying to make some contact. That ball misses well outside, ball 1. This inning, Tonghini has thrown 1 strike, and that was the one. And that was the one that was ripped by Pine. That pitch was a lot closer, but still misses. That fastball misses just barely up and in. 2 balls and no strikes to Wiggins. Righty on lefty matchup this time. Tonghini fires. That misses well outside, ball 3. Takes a moment to gather himself. Three-0 pitch. Wiggins swinging 3-0, fouls that straight back. 3-1 is the count. So Wiggins had the 3-0 green light. And now we'll do 3-1. Tonghini's not really spending much time with the runners. He just fires that in. Get me over off speed, maybe as a changeup. Wiggins didn't want anything to do with that 3-1 pitch. It is now full 3-2 with nobody out and runners on the corners. Tonghini from the stretch fires. Wiggins fouls that. He pretty much hits the clubhouse with a line drive foul on that one. He hit that one pretty hard. So we will do 3-2 again. Josh Pine at first, Brock Tibbetts at third. Tonghini fires to Wiggins. Wiggins lets that go for ball 4. That pitch missed high, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out. And we have Hayden Carlson coming up. Hayden Carlson, who had a big home run earlier in this game, now comes up with the bases loaded and nobody out.
So it's Gonzaga, Kansas, Marquette, Purdue, Stanford.
Defense is pretty much playing straight up. All the infielders are behind the base paths. So they pretty much are conceding a run at home. Tonghini misses on his first 2 pitches to Carlson. He's really struggling with the zone now. 2 balls and no strikes. Carlson with the bases loaded and nobody out. Carlson rips that up the middle for a base hit. Pine wasn't sure whether, but he still manages to round third, and he will score easily as well. So that scores 2 more. Foley's lead extends to 8-1 in this matchup. Carlson at first, Wiggins at third. Carlson drives in 2 more. Carlson's had a very, very nice day today at the plate. And that'll bring up Brandon Burkle. Runners on the corners and nobody out. Team Foley has an 8-1 lead, and they're pretty much in complete and total command of this final game of the Hoosier series. Tonghini struggling, he fires. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. When Tonghini gets into the zone, they've been clobbering it. This inning, he did real well the last inning. Tonghini fires. That ball misses. 2-0. Not seeing any bullpen activity in either bullpen. So this one is on Tonghini, I guess, until it gets called. Tonghini fires. Strike. So that's in there for a strike at 82 miles per hour. 2 balls, 1 strikes, no outs, runners on the corners. So you got Carlson at first. Wiggins trying to get the balk at third. That ball barely gets away. Skyler can't find it. He finally finds it. Carlson scatters over to second. So now it is 3-1 with runners on second and third and nobody out. So another tough position here for Julian Tonghini, who is just having to battle through this. He fires, gets a swinging strike. Nice pitch there. 89 miles per hour. And that's a 3-2 count now. So count is full. Skyler's a little shaken up on that. So umpire goes out to the mound to give him a moment. And we are now at 3-2. Carter Matheson looms on deck. Tonghini fires. Burkle rips that into the gap in left center. That hits the ground. 2 will score. Burkle tries to get in at second. He is in sliding. So 2 more runs score. Team Foley now up 10-1 with a runner on second and nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Team Foley is just running away with this, and it looks like they will get their 1 full win out of this series. Carter Matheson is now the batter. There's still nobody out. Tonghini fires. Good pitch inside corner for a strike. Tonghini is now pitching ahead. 0-1.
Yes, probably right. But like, Braden Smith has to guard him.
Another strike, on this time on the outside corner with an off-speed pitch. So 2 great pitches to Carter Matheson, and Tonghini now has an 0-2 count and hopefully a little bit of confidence as he fires this pitch in and just misses. Tried to backdoor that one in, but just missed, and we've got a 1-2 count now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Burkle is at second. Matheson is the batter. Matheson, fly ball, Shallow right field. Murrison rolls that in, and the inning is declared over. So that looked like that was already going to be the end of the inning. And that will conclude this inning. So we only have one inning left to go. Team Foley is up 10-1 here in the top of the ninth inning. And that actually might be it. That may have been the call of the game. We may only have 8 innings. Umpires are walking off the field. Team Foley is congratulating themselves. Team Reisdorf, though, still managed to win the series. So Team Reisdorf took the series 2.5 games to 1.5 games. But that will conclude the fall here at Bart Kaufman Field. Next time that we will see the Hoosiers in action is February 16th of 2024 in Conway, South Carolina, when the Hoosiers take on the Duke Blue Devils. So from Bart Kaufman Field, this is Carl James.